Hey everyone, my name is Mike, and on today's video we're going to be making my favorite protein snack of all time, Banana Nut Protein Muffins. This protein hack is great for a pre-workout snack, for breakfast with your coffee, or even a late night dessert. On today's recipe I'm going to be using Kodiak Cakes, which is a great tool for your baking because it already comes with about 14 grams of protein, which is a great base for this mix. But we're also going to be adding in some of my own protein powder as well, just to bump up that protein number a little bit more. I'm really excited to share this with everyone, so let's get the oven preheated and mix up this protein hack.
Yo everyone, my name's Mike. I used to be overweight, but through my training and nutrition, I completely turned my life around. I created this page to show people that you don't have to be a professional chef to make delicious, better option foods, and to share my high protein recipes using a variety of powders and ingredients. This is Protein Hacks. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video today. Really excited about this one. Like I said in the introduction, these banana nut muffins are one of my favorite snacks to have throughout the week. Great for meal prep, and with this Kodiak cake mix, it's really gonna boost the protein as it comes already with 14 grams. Using this as our base flour mix is going to be really good to get a high protein hack out of this mix. I'm also going to be adding some of this vanilla ice cream flavored isolate protein from 1UP Nutrition, as well as this vegan banana bread flavored protein I just bought specifically for this recipe. First time using this, let's see how it goes. Now we have everything we need. Let's get this protein hack underway. Let's preheat the oven to about 350 degrees. Sorry, my dials are a little outdated here. So we're gonna start with our 2 bananas. I like to mix the wet ingredients first and get them mixed together really well. Here I'm using some almond milk, unsweetened, 30 calories per cup. We're gonna add our mix together here. Now with my banana, I peeled them about an hour ago and put them in this bag and left them in the fridge for a while. It really gets them just the perfect amount of ripeness and softness to blend really easy into this mixture. So you can grab a fork or anything you like to just mix this up gently, get everything spread around. The consistency is really up to you, but it depends on how much you mash the banana basically. If you don't mind having chunks of bananas in your muffins, then you can leave a little bit of chunkiness in there and you'll get those nice banana chunks every bite. So I'm going to be portioning about 1.5 cups of the Kodiak cake mix. The recipe on the box says 2 cups, but we're going to be adding our protein powder, so we got to make a little bit of room for the extra mix coming in. This Kodiak cake mix is really great. If you haven't tried it yet, the pancakes are amazing, and it's easy just to add any kind of powder to this and just boost that number of protein way up there. So we're going to use 2 scoops of this vanilla ice cream protein. Remember, this is isolate protein. You can use regular whey protein, but I feel like it just comes out better with the isolate. It's pure protein. You don't have to worry about anything else being in there and messing up your mixture. Just really great to use. Plus, when you're using isolate protein, you're getting a higher number of protein in your mix altogether, which is especially useful when we're using a recipe with multiple ingredients. So I'm super excited to try this protein out. The banana bread flavor. Plant-based proteins bake really well. Now, for the recipe I'm putting in the description, I'm not adding this in. You can just do the normal 2 scoops if you'd like, or you can do 3 or 4, it's up to you. But today we're using 4 scoops of protein in total. I'm gonna add a little bit of the chopped nuts straight into the mixture. That way we get some in every bite and it's infused into the bread. And I'm also gonna be adding some of this flaxseed mix. It's ground flaxseed, just to get some good healthy fats in here. And finally, if I can find them, I'll be throwing in a little bit of chocolate chips. Probably just enough to get a couple in every bite, or a couple per muffin. This bread's gonna come out really delicious, and it really doesn't need the chocolate chips, but if you're like me and you like to snack and you like that flavor, throw them in. It's not gonna kill you. We're also adding a teaspoon of cinnamon, which is gonna add a lot of flavor to these muffins. I'm just gonna pour all the wet mixture straight on top and get to stirring right away after that. It seems like a lot of liquid, but it's just the way banana bread is. It's gonna come out really fluffy, don't worry about it. I'm using this rubber spatula because it's easy to get everything out of the bowl. I'm also gonna use it to mix right after I get the rest of this out. I probably should have used a bigger bowl because I like to spill things, but I'm gonna get it done with this. Kind of just flip it around, and I use the spatula to kind of pull all the dry mix that's stuck to the rim of the bowl and just mix it all together. Your mixture should be pretty moist still. Don't worry about it. These things are gonna pop up and rise, and they're gonna be some delicious muffins. Hand stirring is great for the forearms, if you can notice here. Full activation. Really just want to make sure everything's mixed together perfectly, that way we don't have any dry clumps in our mixture. And it looks good. Let's start portioning these things. I'm going to be using a 6 count muffin tray to make the majority of the muffins. If I can get these all portioned out evenly. This is a 1.5 ounce disher. You can measure them however you'd like using a spoon. I just happen to have one of these on hand and it works perfect for this mixture. Perfect size for the muffin tray actually. Alright, and now I'm going to be adding a little bit of chopped walnuts on top just to give it that banana nut look and to add a little bit more healthy fats and some texture to this mix. So I still have a lot left, and I'm going to use this mini muffin pan to fill up the rest. It takes about 3 servings of these to equal one of the bigger tray. So they really help out when you just need a small snack, or if you're looking for a pre-workout and you just need a couple of them. Using the mini tray is awesome for me. This mix is really looking good. It smells delicious. I can't wait to see the results. Our oven should be just about preheated now. Let's go ahead and pop these in. And we're gonna wait about 10 minutes. The smaller muffin tray is going to cook a lot faster, so we're going to probably pull those out first. And let's check on these real quick. So the small muffins appear done already. We're gonna leave the other ones in for about 3 to 5 minutes. And let's just double check. We're gonna use one of these and cut it in half just to make sure everything's fully baked through. You can also use a thermometer if you have one on hand, which I do. I just cannot find it for this for some reason. And it looks perfectly cooked inside. Delicious. Now let's check on these ones. I'm also going to cut one of these half just to be safe and double check. They are thicker and they take longer to bake. It's really better to be safe than sorry. And they are perfect. My mixture has a little bit of thickness to it, so there is banana chunks, but I don't mind that at all. It's really up to you. You can throw this in a food processor if you'd like instead, or you can put it into even a smoothie blender and just get all of that banana completely mixed together. That way you don't have to worry about the chunks if that's an issue for you, but I don't mind. Like I said, they still taste great either way.
Alright you guys, it's time for the taste test. Let's see how these banana nut muffins actually came out. The ultimate test right here. These came out perfect. I kind of already knew because when I was stirring the batter, it was smelling amazing. And usually, from my experience making these, that usually means they're going to be pretty bomb. And yeah, these are good. Probably one of the best recipes I've ever concocted. Alright, so let's get back in there and let's break down the macros so we can see exactly what the difference was from the original recipe to the new protein hack.
Lastly here guys, we're going to do a macro breakdown. I'm going to compare my mix with the Kodiak Cake mix that comes on the box, and we're going to compare it with a normal mix that you would buy from the store. So if we look at our Betty Crocker muffin mix here, we can see that it's around 170 calories. Total carbs are going to be 22 grams, and protein is 2 grams, which is not what I'm looking for right now. Seems like a delicious snack, but for what my goals are, this isn't going to work out. Now we're going to look at the Kodiak Cake mix, which is 10 calories less, 5 grams of protein, and 12 grams of sugar. So it's not a huge difference here. For some reason, when you're using this for pancakes alone, it has a lot more protein. I think all the added ingredients in here, and their mix actually calls for brown sugar, which I didn't use at all, which is going to add more carbs and more sugar, obviously. You know, shrink the protein number a little bit as the added volume and everything else added in. And finally, the protein hack version. We're gonna have 160 calories just like the Kodiak Cake mix, but there's gonna be a few changes here. Our total number of fats went up, but that's because of the chopped nuts and the added flax seeds, which are gonna be healthy fats, so I'm not worried about that too much. Now a big change here, 11.6 grams of carbs compared to the 22 grams in the Betty Crocker mix and the 26 grams in the Kodiak Cake mix, and this is all because of the brown sugar that I didn't add in. I didn't add the brown sugar in because the sweet flavor from the protein powders is really going to sweeten it on its own without the need to add any kind of sugars. So this is going to help us out a lot with this recipe, and as you can see, our sugars are only at 2.3 grams compared to the 9 in the Betty Crocker and the 12 in the Kodiak Cake. That's a huge difference, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. And finally, this is protein hacks, so the most important number here is the 14.5 grams of protein per serving. Now that's a lot more than the Kodiak Cake and the Betty Crocker mix. Really happy with this recipe. This macro breakdown shows how it outshines these other recipes, and I'm definitely going to be making these again in the future.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions or just want to say what's up, hit me up in the comments. Like I said earlier, this is one of my favorite recipes to use, especially for meal prep. It's easy just to grab out of the fridge and have for a snack when you're getting ready to work out or anything, any situation. Really delicious snack to have on hand, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys are enjoying the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe down here. Hit that notification button, and we'll catch you guys on the next video of Protein Hacks.